I am the panel host. My name is Cleo Devaney, and I'm one of the marketing managers at ATU. So I will be talking to each of our coordinators and trying to find out as much as possible about the courses available on Springboard Plus this evening. So before I get started, I'll just introduce you to everybody. So we have Mark Porter, who is Springboard Coordinator in ATU Donegal. Thanks, Mark, for coming along. We have Catherine O'Reilly, Springboard Coordinator at ATU Sligo. And then we have Peter Butler, who's Springboard Coordinator covering Galway and Mayo campuses. So lovely to have you all here and our experts in the room. So we are delighted to have this talk because we can officially announce that Springboard has launched. Springboard 2023 is now opened and accepting applications. So on the 5th of June, Ministers Harris and Collins announced 11,000 free or subsidised places through the Springboard Plus and HCI Pillar 1 funding streams. So we're accepting applications. ATU has been approved for almost 50 courses, and that equates to nearly 1,300 free or subsidised places on Springboard Plus. So it's a great initiative. It really does focus on upskilling, retraining and targeting those areas where there are skills gaps within the market, and people benefit hugely from participating in Springboard Plus. Just to cover off, in previous talks, we've had Springboard talks throughout all of our virtual open evenings. And in those, we've talked about eligibility criteria, how to apply, those kind of broad general topics. We've also talked to students who have undertaken Springboard courses. For that reason, we're not going to cover those kind of topics this evening. We're going to focus specifically on the courses, the range of courses that are available through ATU. So it's a great talk. If you're interested in any of the other information, if you go to atu.ie/springboard, or if you watch back to any of our other talks which are available on the virtual event platform, you'll find all the information you need. So just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. The talk is broadcast live. It is being recorded as well, and we will make it available after the event on the Springboard or on the ATU event platform, and also on our YouTube channel. It'll last about 20 minutes, this talk. We may go a little bit over. We've a lot to talk about. And we are not taking questions directly, but if you have a question, please do drop a question into the box underneath this panel talk, and we have a team waiting and willing and very able to answer any questions you have about any of our Springboard Plus courses. So that's my little intro piece. So I am going to start talking to the experts about Springboard. Catherine, let's start with you, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine. So good evening, Cleo, and thanks to everyone for tuning into our virtual event this evening. So yeah, after what seems like forever, ATU are delighted to confirm that Springboard opened for applications last Wednesday, 7th of June, on their platform at www.springboardcourses.ie. And I can confirm the following programmes were approved for ATU Sligo for the academic year 23-24 in our faculties of Science, Engineering and Design, and Business and Social Sciences. So my colleagues Mark and Peter will run you through their programmes when I'm finished running through mine. So in our Faculty of Science, for example, we have a level 6 cert in Practices in Health Informatics, a level 7 cert in Biopharma Processing, a level 7 cert in Bioprocess Engineering, a level 8 cert in Biopharma Science, a level 8 cert in MedTech, Reg Affairs and Quality, and a level 9 cert in Health Project Management. We also collaborate with 2 other providers, and we co-deliver programmes with them. And one of those is the level 8 cert in Med Device, Reg Affairs and Operations with the University of Galway. And we also co-deliver 4 programmes for the National Institute of Biopharmaceutical Research and Training, or NIBRT, on the platform. And that's a level 6 cert in Biopharma Processing, a level 6 cert in Aseptic Biopharma Processing, a level 9 cert in Commissioning, Qualification and Validation, and a SPANU programme that just launched this year, which is a level 9 postgrad diploma in Biopharma Validation and Digitalisation. So in our Faculty of Engineering and Design, then, we offer a level 6 cert in Validation Technologies, a level 6 cert in Water and Wastewater Operations, a level 7 cert in Mechatronic Engineering, a level 8 cert in Computer Networks and Cloud Infrastructure, a level 9 cert in Geotech Structural Engineering, a level 9 cert in Mechanical and Electrical Quantity Surveying, and in our computing area as well, we offer a level 8 higher diploma in Science and Computing. And just a quick mention about those HDiPs in computing. So at ATU, the HDiP in Science and Computing has been offered across Sligo, Donegal and Galway in various guises as both a 1-year full-time and 2-year online offering. Sligo are offering the 2-year online programme. These HDiPs are referred to on the platform is ICT skills conversion courses. So it's important that applicants review the eligibility requirements for both the full-time and online offerings there before applying, because the eligibility criteria is somewhat different to the general Springboard programs. So then finally, in the Faculty of Business and Social Sciences, we have two offerings, a level 6 cert in social media marketing and a level 6 cert in digital marketing practice. Now, they're both a January 2024 start for Sligo, and we won't be accepting applications in the platform for either of those until mid to late October this year. But if anybody has an interest in any of those programs, if they visit our website and they look up those programs, they can complete a register your interest form, and we'll get back in touch with them closer to the time to confirm when the platform is opening. So just to recap, if an applicant visits www.springboardcourses.ie and searches for ATU Sligo, ATU Donegal or ATU Galway as the provider, or in Sligo's case, the University of Galway or NIBERT where relevant, they can view information on any of our programs and submit an application, and we would be delighted to hear from them. So I'd also invite all applicants to view the Am I Eligible section on the platform, to review the Springboard eligibility there as well, because we have to ensure they meet the Springboard eligibility requirements as much as the academic requirements for entry into a programme. And we will be requiring successful applicants to provide documentary evidence of meeting those requirements when it comes closer to the start time of the programme. So there are all the offerings from Sligo, and I'll hand you back to Cleo and you can hear about our other offerings across the ATU.
I may ask you a little bit more about that. You're not getting away that lightly, Catherine. So that was great just to go through like all the names of the different courses, and a huge, and I suppose if you go to atu.ie/springboard, each of those courses are listed, and when you click through to them, you actually get to the Springboard page about the programme, and that you can apply from there. So I think that's a critical thing about these courses. Just when you mention them, there's level 6s, there's level 7s, there's level 8s, level 9s.
Yes.
Just the funding is slightly different, again, depending on what level it's at, and maybe the entry requirements. So maybe we'll just like take an example there. I know there's a lot of biopharma and medtech kind of courses.
There are
starting at level 6.
Yeah, no problem at all. So effectively, there's a number of different categories of applicant to Springboard. So we would have employed people, unemployed people, we would have returners, and we would have recent graduates. So for anybody who falls into the unemployed category, all programs at all levels are 100% funded for a successful applicant. There's no actual restriction on their funding. For anybody who's in employment, they are, for level 6s, all of the programs are 100% funded for successful applicants as well. But any other programs, level 7, level 8, level 9, the applicant has a requirement to pay 10% of the fee. So while it still represents a massive saving on the overall cost of the programme when the student only has to contribute 10% of the funding themselves. And in a lot of cases, if they're in employment, their employer will fund that 10% as well. So just depending on employed, unemployed, level 6, 7, 8 and 9, yes, there are different funding models, and all of the information is available on the platform as well.
Great. And just to mention as well, all the courses that we mentioned across the colleges are, they have to be completed within 1 year. They are fully accredited. You do come out, with a qualification at the end of it.
Yes.
And, there are eligibility criteria. Maybe if you're going for a level 9, you maybe have to have a level 8 in a certain discipline in order to, so all that entry requirements is still applicable. And, there are eligibility criteria as well. So all worth noting. But look, I again, Catherine ran through in jig time there all the courses, but just there's more information on the website there as well. So thank you, Catherine, from ATU Sligo. We'll move on now to Mark Porter from Donegal. How are you, Mark?
Hi, Cleo. Thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. So at ATU Donegal, we have 17 courses on offer, 2 of which are HCI funded this year. We have 1 course that is a January start, and the rest of our courses all start in September of this year. These courses range from level 6 search to level 9 postgraduate diplomas. Our courses are developed around a number of industry sectors such as computing, business, tourism, civil and electrical engineering. We have a large offering of computing courses here at ATU Donegal, 10 in total. So if you have a solid foundation and experience in computing and want to transition to a specific computing sector, one of our level 9 1-year online postgraduate diplomas would be suitable for candidates like that. And these are in a number of subject areas such as cloud technology, cybersecurity, big data analytics, and AI, and also DevOps. We have a new addition to this offering, to our postgraduate offering this year, which is supply chain analytics, which is a very hot topic in the world. We have also a level 8 BSc in contemporary software development. We have a level 7 in applied data technology, and these would be good for anyone who's looking to develop their knowledge within this subject area. We have a level 6 cert in digital skills. This is based around digital marketing and selling and is an introductory course. And finally, in computing, we have a level, which Catherine mentioned, we have a level 8 diploma in computing, which is an ICT course. This comes in 2 formats, which is part-time and full-time. The full-time is 1 year, the part-time is 2 years. And it's a conversion style course for somebody who's looking to transition into the computing sector. Following on from this.
Sorry, Mark, just before, so just to mention, those courses, they're all delivered. How are they delivered? Is there attendance at campus needed, or are they all fully online?
All the computing courses are fully online, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you would have, cohorts, from all over kind of taking part in the
Oh, yeah, it ranges from, it's the full Isle of Ireland, so from Dublin, Cork, Limerick, Galway. There's a full spectrum of people around the Isle of Ireland who would undertake our courses at ATU Donegal and ATU in general.
Yes, perfect. Okay, sorry for interrupting you. Continue.
No, not at all. So we have one course available in the business sector, which is a level 7 cert in management and leadership. Again, this is an online 1-year course. It's one of our most popular courses and fills very quickly. So if anyone is interested in advancing their career or starting their journey in management, I would encourage them to apply early for this course. Following on from that, we have 2 courses in the tourism sector. We have a level 6 cert in culinary skills. The aim of this course is to provide you with knowledge, skill, and competencies necessary for a successful and progressive career in the culinary arts sector. We also have a level 7 cert in social media web marketing for tourism. And again, this is to allow people to develop their understanding of social media web marketing, the best practices associated with that, allow them to build a robust marketing strategy that are aligned to business marketing objectives. And following on from that, we have one course available in engineering, which is a BSc in electrical vehicle technology. This is designed to upskill automotive technicians who are working in the automotive sector. So to take people who have little to no experience and build up their skill to a high level of competency in relation to electrical vehicle technology. And finally, we have, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, we recently had a graduation down in Galway, and I met a student who graduated from that Springboard course in electrical vehicle technology, and he was working for Dublin Bus, and he needed to upskill with new fleet coming on stream, and he had never visited the campus in Donegal, and he completed the course successfully and was just delighted that he was able to do that from his home in Offaly, I think it was, or something like that. So yeah, just a real world example of where those skills are now needed in industry.
That's it. That area is transitioning, which is great to see.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, we have 3 courses available in civil engineering. We have a level 8 BSc in construction contract management. That is also a new HCI funded course for us this year. So this course offers professionals and returners to the construction industry the opportunity to update and expand their knowledge in construction contracts management. It allows learners to develop their skill in pre- and post-contract management in finance, legal, and ethical context. We also have a very unique course, which is a level 8 BSc in fire safety engineering, and allows applicants to gain a recognised qualification in the area of fire safety engineering. It allows them to gain in-depth knowledge in relation to subjects such as fire dynamics, fire safety management, fire safety design, human behaviour within a fire, so it's quite a comprehensive course. And finally, the last course is our January start course, which is a level 7 cert in Revit 4D BIM, and this is to allow people to gain an in-depth understanding of the digital skills required in the BIM management environment. So that's an overview of the offering from ATU Donegal.
Lovely, thank you, Mark. There was plenty of information shared there, and again, more information is available on the websites in relation to each of those. Now, finally, we will turn to Peter. I did say before we started, we'd save the best to last. So
thank you, Cleo. Thank you. I suppose what would distinguish the courses available in Galway-Mayo is, first of all, we have a lot of reskilling courses. So we have the introductory software reskilling courses, which is a higher diploma in software development, which is Java, JavaScript, SQL, or a higher diploma in data analytics, which would be Python. And we also have a higher diploma in cybersecurity and risk as well. And the feature of our software courses is the first two courses can be done over 12, 18, or 24 months. We have a large cohort in each course, and that kind of helps people with flexibility. Some people are returning for the first time in a long time to study, and they're not quite sure what they can or can't take on. That's in the ICT space. And then we also, in the hospitality is a big sector in Galway. So we have an introductory culinary skills course for people who are working perhaps as kitchen porters or kitchen assistants, and it starts them on what's actually is the first year of a higher cert in culinary arts. So they would be a commis chef or a chef de partie. And then we have a second course that follows on from that course, which is the full higher cert in culinary arts, which is the full chefing course. So people who want to pursue that can do it on 2 days off, normally the early days of the week, which are quiet days. It's very skills based. You have to come in and be in the kitchen and gowned up for those 2 days. But the good news is you get to eat what you make. So that's great news. And really after that, then we've specialized engineering courses. People who are working in the large medical device sector in Galway are working in operators and want to move up. So we have a level 7 add-on degree in manufacturing engineering, and then a follow-on to that, which is the level 8 industrial engineering. So anybody who has a trade cert, electricians, plumbers, fitters, have done 2 years of engineering, or perhaps have a higher cert in engineering, and they come onto that course. It's two very popular courses. Then after that, we then have very specialized courses. We have one in building digital health communities. This move in the last few years with COVID, in other words, to moving from away from face-to-face healthcare delivery to more online. We have a specialized course in that, a specialized course in GIS and spatial planning. This is what everything is running on GIS in terms of where everything is located. So, and then in the science area, we have a very popular higher diploma conversion course, so it's actually postgrad diploma in advanced biopharmaceutical science. This is the area where the specialism is needed in terms of getting employment. So any science degree will get you onto that. And then 2 U courses, which are again at level 9, but entry level 8 is the entry criteria, in entrepreneurship and biopharma and medtech. They start in January. They're under development at the moment. So this is productizing the stuff out of these areas. And I suppose finally, then we have a course for business analysts, which is our higher diploma business and analytics, for people who want to learn a bit of software, Microsoft SQL, but then specialize in business analytics. Really, there's a range of courses for everybody in this. Some of them are similar to the courses that Mark and Catherine have, and some of them are just courses that we have historically had skills to teach in, and they've become very popular courses. Does that fill out the rest of the picture?
It does indeed. Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much. I suppose with your courses, that was a good summary there. You know, there's niche areas in every location, I suppose, where you've developed specialisms, and that's what people should look at. With the offering from Galway-Mayo, Peter, is there on-campus attendance? Are they online? Is it blended? It's a mixture, isn't it? Really?
It's where it can be, it's almost fully online, which is all the software development can be done online. In the engineering skills and obviously the culinary skills, there is some coming in on Saturdays for the engineering courses. There's some machine labs to be worked on and some computer labs to come in for. Obviously, on our culinary skills course, we have fully fitted out kitchens similar to Mark and Catherine. We need you to come in and work in the kitchens for 2 days and learn it and gown up and learn how to use everything. So it really depends on what skill we're trying to put across. But to the maximum extent, it's online and very, very flexible, and where almost all of it recorded, not always recorded. Sometimes that doesn't work out. So as flexible as we can be, we will always be that. Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing to emphasize as well. And that's across the board, you know, between Sligo, Donegal and Galway-Mayo. These are courses that have been developed specifically for people who are looking to upskill, retrain, who are probably in employment, have to balance a lot of work and family and life and all the rest. So, you know, there is maximum flexibility there. We're used to probably teaching in that format, but then we're also supported by having practicals where needed to bring people in on campus in a way that suits their life as well. As you say, Saturdays, or I know, Catherine, yourself with the NIBRT courses as well, they're able to go to Dublin to get practical skills there as well, aren't they, in their training centre?
Yeah, that's quite right. Any of the programmes that we co-deliver with NIBRT, there is an attendance requirement of 1 day per semester to travel to Dublin, to the facility in Dublin, but it's a fantastic hands-on, real-life experience for students in the areas of upstream, downstream, and all the kind of more current trends that are going on in the biopharmaceutical field.
Brilliant. Look, we are actually running out of time. We covered an awful lot there. We talked about 50 potential courses that students can apply for that are all predominantly open for application now. There's a number we flagged that our January starts, but again, we're just delighted to be able to mention them. If people have questions about anything we've mentioned specifically today, please do drop a question into the little question box there, because we will be able to come back to you. We have all our Springboard coordinators now online until 9 o'clock tonight. So we really do want to encourage people. As I say, a lot of the courses are very popular. Apply early. It is worth it, you know, to get your application in early, because then you will. And just to finalise, the closing date that has been put for ATU for all our courses that are currently open for application is the 7th of July. Is that correct? Yes, I hope to see nodding heads. So that again is just to be aware of that, you know, that there'll be an application deadline for initial applications and offers around 7th of July. So look, that concludes our talk this evening, and I would just like to finish by thanking Catherine and Mark and Peter for giving up your time this evening, and for giving everybody an overview of what's available across ATU. And we wish everybody the best of luck if you're applying to Springboard Plus. I hope it goes well. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.